Hey everybody, it's the Ninja Stalker. Welcome back to our Let's Play a Driver. I just woke up. I'm just playing. Can you imagine? Priceless. No, but let me see. What time is it? It is 11:35 a.m. And it's been a few days since I've actually recorded anything. And I said, you know what? The hell with it. And I was watching some more videos on YouTube. I mean, that's inspiration. I mean, you've seen artists and heard of artists watching things, seeing things, whether it's movie, other art, TV shows, you name it. Usually artists, they see things and then they get inspired or intrigued, or they get some sort of motivation from seeing other things to go and do some things again. Well, there you go for me. Now, I'm not exactly saying I'm an artist, but then some of you can argue for and against that, saying, no, you are, because you make YouTube videos. Again, I'm not big time or anything. I'm not even small time. I'm like a speck of nothing, really, when it's me in comparison to a bunch of other YouTubers. But I am going out of my way to make these wonderful videos, and I like doing this. Like I said, I've spent some time off of recording videos because I was really focused on the preliminary stuff for me in the military and all that, which, by the way, here's another shout out to an individual who thanked me for making a shout out to him in another Let's Play. So the individual's name is Liam Adamson. Yeah, Liam Adamson. Yeah, I'm sorry if I messed up your name. This individual commented on my Let's Replay Dungeon Keeper 2 episode because I made a shout out to him there, and he thanked me and congratulated me about, hey, good luck to you in your military career. Well, here it is here again, which, by the way, anyone else who's going to be a new subscriber, a new commenter, I am throwing shout-outs out there. Not that I'm saying that that's an incentive, like, hey, join my channel and you get a shout-out. No, it's nothing like that. But I do thank you in return by putting out shout-outs. I mean, what else can I say? And I do that for even people that I'm subscribed to. I mean, I made a shout-out to Dashi on Dashi Games and Dashi XP. I think I did one for Blasphemous HD. I mean, pretty much everyone. There was one episode on one of my games, might have been one of the Resident Evil Outbreak File 2 games, that I went down the list of everyone that I was subscribed to, and I pretty much did a shout out to all of them. I mentioned everyone's names, and I said, hey, if you like watching these kind of videos, go to this person. If you like watching these kind of videos, go to this individual. Go to her, go to him, here, that. I do that for everyone. Why? Because I'm a nice guy, and that's just what I do. When it comes to people who actually subscribe to me, I get surprised and shocked, and I'm like, well, hey, you get a shout out, why not? That way people be like, oh, hey, he made a shout out to this person because they subscribed to him or they commented, one of the two and or both. Maybe he might do one for me too, which I more likely than will. I'm more likely will do something like that. But it's been a while since I've made a recording for any of the games, and especially for this game. Now, I did mention I was watching other videos, and it has given me an idea of what to do for other videos to upload before my actual time that I'm supposed to depart for, I was going to say defort, but that's when you mix the word depart and for, and you get to four. I did get an idea of what I can do with my other videos before I depart for basic training, is what I was trying to say. And the games that I was thinking of doing was Army Men, World of War. I've mentioned that before in my either Let's Play Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops Plus or my Dungeon Keeper, my Dungeon Keeper Let's Play. I am thinking about doing that. Why? Because when I go online and type in Army Men World at War, I don't see very many videos, and the videos that I do see, although they're good, alright, I'm not dissing on these individuals. When you type them in, it's like, oh, he must be talking about this individual. The quality of those games isn't, I really hate to say it because it is dissing, but I don't want to say it's dissing. It's not great, There is the games, they do have Let's Plays up, but there's not too many Army Men World of War games, which was one game that I did play and enjoy. So I'm going to do one on that. I am also going to do one, what's another Let's Play I said I was going to do? I was thinking about it. There is the Battle for Westnoth. That is a real-time strategy kind of game. You're probably going to see me reload a whole lot in that game because that game has one hell of a phenomenal, terrible RNG. I mean, it's for and against you. I mean, when you see something that says 70% on a hit ratio and then you don't get any of the hit ratios for 3 turns, I mean, it's like, come the fuck on. But Battle for Wesnoth is one that I was thinking of doing, which, by the way, I think is a free game. You just type in Battle for Wesnoth on Google Chrome or whatever your search engine is, and then type in Battle for Wesnoth. You should be able to download the game, and it's free and it's fun if you're into those kind of games, which I am. I was also thinking about doing Age of Empires, the first Age of Empires, which I have as a disc in my room somewhere. It's in there in a pile of whatever. Pile of discs and stuff. Shame on you if you thought I was going to say a pile of shit. I don't have shit in my room. Let me see. What other stuff? I still have to finish this game, which I think we're close to finishing this game, ladies and gentlemen. There's Digimon, but that's going to take forever to finish. I don't know. I'll continue as soon as I get maybe a comment or two from somebody saying, "Oh, hey, I like Digimon. You should continue," and I might continue. The problem is lack of motivation. At a certain point with Digimon, I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm at this one point where I get stuck, and I never beaten the game before. I don't know. It's one of those things. Digimon's one of those games where you can take advantage of needing some time. Much like, what do you call it? Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 3. I have yet to finish that game. I remember there was a couple episodes I was in that game, and I was like, oh, we're definitely going to finish this game. I'm going to play this game all the way through, and then we're going to play it again on Rebirth and all that, and then all of a sudden, it didn't happen, but it's still on hold. I haven't forgotten about the game, just like I haven't forgotten about Digimon, and as you see here, I haven't forgotten about Driver. What I am going to try and do is finish Driver, maybe even on one take here. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about that. But I am thinking about getting Army Men World at War. That was a game that I've played before. I'm going to put it in. There's the Battle of Wesnoth. I might do that. I'm not 100% sure. What other game was there? Ah, man. What other game was there? There's Age of Empires I mentioned, which is a possibility, but the thing is with Age of Empires, I don't know if I'll be able to actually download that game into this computer because this computer is Windows 10, and Windows 10 has a problem with old games, because I have tried before to play Desert Rats on this computer. The graphics, outside of gameplay graphics, like when you go to the main screen and all that, was actually shit, and then the gameplay was fine, but I didn't like the fact that the graphics for the FMV sequences and the actual main menu and all that was shit, and I was like, you know what, fuck this. I'm not going to give people crappy stuff. I did try to do a Let's Play on Die Hard, Nakatomi Plaza, but I don't know what's wrong with that disc, or if it's even the disc at all, because that game is a very finicky game. You needed a specific set of how can I say, a specific set of computer specifications in order to play that properly, because I have, in comparison to that game, I have the best graphics, the best computer to play that game, but the game just doesn't want to be played because you'll see shit being distorted all over the place, so then I got pissed off about that. What was another game I was thinking of doing? There was System Shock 2 I was thinking of doing. I was thinking of doing System Shock 2. I've never played System Shock 2. I have watched people play that. As a matter of fact, there's an individual I'm going to make a shout out to. His name is Metal Canyon, and he has played System Shock 2. He is actually currently going to replay the game, but as a OSA agent and on the hardest difficulty. So there's something. He's only done one video so far on the replay, because he's actually played the game through the way he wanted to. He played it as a Navy sailor, with hacking and science and all that other stuff. Again, I don't know much about the game, so maybe the stuff I'm mentioning isn't actually accurate, but there was System Shock. I have it reserved. Well, not reserved. I have it on my wish list on Steam, so when a good sale pops up and the game's actually... Excuse me, I burped. And the game's actually, like, cheap, I'm going to go and get it. I've never played System Shock before, but that is a game I'm willing to try for you guys and for me, because I hear the game is supposed to be maybe creepy, maybe a little scary. It's a little bit of survivor horror, but with the way the game is aged, it doesn't look like that. But it is a game to try because it is interesting. I'm going to remind myself, if I do get the game, to get the HD mod for it, because Metal Canyon, he has an HD mod for it, and I'm probably going to do that if I get the game. Because I'm looking at the game and I'm like, oh, this looks good, but I don't know if I want to play a game that I've never played before. But then again, with that mentality, how are you going to try things new when you don't want to even try them if you haven't done them, if that makes any sense. So yeah, other than that, what I've been doing on my, pretty much on my life, wait, did I put, yeah, there we go. What I've been doing in my life is pretty much working out. That's all I could be doing right now, is just working out, getting ready for basic training, and then from basic training go to AIT, which is Warren Officer Candidate School, and then after that, flight training. But you got to take things one step at a time. You can't be thinking too far ahead, otherwise you'll screw yourself over. So what I've been doing in the meantime is just a lot of runs. I've actually taken 2 days off for break on running, you know, because the body needs a break. The military knows you need a break. The military's not going to always have you running. And if they do, they have a clever way of making sure you're capable of doing the runs and not getting hurt. Because people do actually get hurt in basic training, and that some of them get hurt to the point where they actually get separated from the military, which sucks. Or... then again, of course, some people do it on purpose just to get separated out. That way they don't get dishonorable discharge. Or you get recycled for a different time, which, I mean, that's more time. And for me, time is pretty much looming around me like it's a friend, which sucks, but hey, what you gonna do? So I've taken 2 days off, but then I ran yesterday and today, early in the morning, which is something I don't normally do. It's just, I don't know what happened. I woke up, I went outside, like it was, let me see, yesterday I woke up early, I went outside, it was probably, like early for me was like 6 or 7 o'clock. Some people it's earlier, some people it's later. Me, my schedule's all over the place. Sometimes I'll wake up at like 3 p.m. or something, I don't know, 5 p.m. at one point. And I went outside and I was like, oh wow, the weather feels super nice. I think I'm going to go on a run. And I did. It was pretty cool. And then I did it again today, and I went a little further. Last time I literally did just 1 mile. And I tried to see how fast I could run that 1 mile. Now, I don't know what it is with me. I think I did 1 mile in, was it 6 or 7 flat? Which is not the best that I've done. The fastest I've ever done was 6 minutes and 10 seconds, which pissed me off because I was like, oh my god, I am so close to the 5-minute range. Even if it was 5:55, 5:40, or whatever, I would have been like, that's the 5-minute range for me. I could do it. Last time, when I time myself, it was 7 minutes flat, and I was like, son of a bitch. But I think the reason why it was like that was because in my location, when I started in a different location than when I did last time, the 6-minute, 10-second run. I started over at St. Patrick's Cemetery, and the thing is, that road is gravel. Gravel, you don't get a whole lot of traction, and just like a car when you're on... Just like a car, when you're on the road, you lose traction, you're not going to get a whole lot of grip, which is a problem. So, you know, there's that. You start to slip and run and all that. But I got a 7-minute flat. I believe I can do better than that, especially on that particular road. But I think what I'll do next time around, when I'm going to check my speed is I'll run from the original location that I used to run my 1 miles just to see how fast I can go. And then I'll use the St. Patrick's Cemetery Road for the 1 mile, part of my 3 to 4 mile run with a weighted vest on, which I have been doing. Whenever I do my 3 to 4 miles, I run with a weighted vest. I don't know how much my weighted vest weighs. I think it's anywhere from 25 to 50 pounds. I really don't know. And some of you are probably like, yo, that's, how do you not know when it's 25 pounds to 50 pounds? I mean, that's an extra 25 pound difference that you can't tell. Well, no, because I work out a lot, and 50 pounds to me sometimes it really isn't much, depending on how you weigh it. I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick about that or boast about how strong I am and all that. It's just, when it comes to a weighted vest, it's hard to tell because you're wearing the fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Some of you probably will have sentiment toward that and probably understand, like, oh, yeah, sometimes 25 pounds will weigh 50 pounds when it's like this or like that. You know. So, yeah, there's that. I'll probably do a 3 to 4 mile run later on today, in all honesty. Other than that, what else can I talk about before actually starting this game? Because, I mean, I pretty much not exactly wasted people's time, because sometimes people like enjoying a conversation. Actually, here's something to talk about. Anybody out there who currently is a warrant officer, like fresh warrant officer, not like you've been in for a couple of years now, because usually information gets not exactly distorted, but sometimes information is different for one another. Anyone out there who's a warrant officer, could you give me a little information about what's going to be happening when I go to AIT? Because here's the thing. I was confused when I looked online about information for warrant officer training. I looked online and there were people saying something about, oh, you have to do, warrant officer candidates have to do something called the DL, which is like a distributive learning or distance learning, whatever that is. And I looked into that, and I was wondering about what that is, because then there was something else that someone mentioned about there's 2 essays you have to do, 2 exams you have to do, and they didn't exactly explain if that was supposed to be done before you go in or during when you're in. And then for that matter, if it's before or during, does that account to people like me who was basically a civilian coming off of the street going straight to basic training and then straight to AIT, versus an individual who would have to do the DL and the essays and the exams, who was a warrant officer and who spent years in and then coming in? Because the information I'm getting is, what it sounds like to me, and the information I'm getting is, if you're an NCO, you don't have to do the DL, especially the residence phase, if that makes sense. But you still have to do the exams, or the essays and exams, or maybe you don't. I'm not 100% sure on that. But if you're someone like me, who's not an NCO, but who's going straight from basic training to straight to AIT, which is Warrant Officer Candidate School, and then after that is flight training, do you get that there? Because then there are also people saying that you got to do that beforehand, and others saying you don't have to do that beforehand, just wait till the military tells you what to do, because they'll let you know what needs to be done. And then there are people who even go as far as saying this, oh, get the Warrant Officer SOP book, study that beforehand. And then there are others saying that you don't have to do that, because they're going to give that to you when you get there, and you'll have plenty of time to study that, and it'll basically be just like a college course, but over there, and you basically have a book that you have to study, just like you would in university or college, and then you get tested on that over there. So I'm wondering if there's anyone else out there who knows information about that stuff and could actually explain about that. Let me see, what else? Because it sounds like to me the best course of action is basically when you get there, they'll tell you what needs to be done, which makes sense to me, you know. So, anyways.
Listen, cowboy, we need you to take out one of Granger's drivers, but it's got to look like the cops did it. There's a cop car waiting for you over in Bowery. All you gotta do is get to the bank by the library and wait down the back alley for Granger's boys to pull the bank job. When the dust settles after you ran the guy off the road, Granger's gonna think he's got a rat. This is a highly competitive business, my friend, and a little distraction for Granger goes a long way in keeping us out in front. Listen, cowboy, we need you to take... Listen,
Oh, okay, so it's just the one. I didn't get a chance to hear if it was just the one or not because there was a lot of noise going on, but it's whatever. So we just got the one mission to do, which is fine. Another game I was thinking of doing was Twisted Metal. I haven't played that game in a while. I mean, there was a time where I was mentioning on certain Let's Plays, certain Let's Plays that I was going to do that, but... Hold up. Certain Let's Plays I was going to do that game, and then I ended up not doing it because I suck so bad at that game. But I think I'll just go ahead and do it just to give it a try and show you guys the game at least. Of course, there was another game that I was doing, which was Championship Motocross 2001 featuring Ricky Carmichael. I mean, I basically beat the game, but I was gonna play all the way through for all the bikes just to see how they were. But I mean, I haven't done that. At some point I'll get back to it, because, I mean, I do like the game, you know? Okay, so I wanted to brake left, and it ends up braking right. And I think that's the handbrake. I think that might have something to do with like car physics, if that makes sense. When you oversteer, son of a bitch, when you oversteer a certain direction, you have to compensate by going in the opposite direction of what you intended to go. There was another game too that I have on Steam. There was Blood. I think I've mentioned that before, but I suck so bad at that game. But yeah, I ask information for the warrant officer thing from current individuals who are in, because the people who already have gone
Hey,
through it,
Skim.
maybe some
Hey.
things have changed. I want to know
Fix
from
me a quarter
individuals who are
pounder and
currently
chestnut.
going through.
Sure.
Or maybe if you know someone who went through and who explained
Mackenzie
very
wants you
well
out,
about
you know.
what happened,
They don't
what
think the
happens
cupboard's
in there
gonna
and all
hold much
that.
longer. He's doing what he can.
That's what I want to know. It's best to know what's going in beforehand. Now, some people are probably like, well, why didn't the recruiters tell you anything and this and that? They tell me what I need to know on a need-to-know basis kind of deal, you know, because they're not going to know what goes on there, because most of the recruiters are NCOs anyways. They don't know what happens at that school. It's nothing against them, too, you know. It's nothing against them. Actually, we'll go ahead and save. We will go ahead and save. It's nothing against the recruiters, you know. It's just I want information from people who are currently going in, or who are in right now, and all that. Oh great, the speakers are doing that weird shit again. Yeah, see, I don't know if you can hear that, but for some reason these speakers, they, I don't know what it is. It's my pops, really. He picked speakers just to make it sound loud and stuff, and it's like, why? Why, dude? Why? Don't make like a high buzzing sound and all that. But yeah, see, like, they'll let me know information I need to know. And basically what they've told me is like, hey, here are your orders. You got them. All you got to do is show up on this date, and you should be good. I would like to know what further stuff is there. That way I know ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to show up and then all of a sudden they'll be like, hey, where's this paperwork? You were supposed to do it. No one told you? Oh, well, you can't expect us to tell you all the time, you know, stuff like that. And I told that to my pops and somebody else, and they're like, no, the military's not going to try and screw you over like that, you know. They'll let you know when you need to know. And I'm like, okay, but still, I'd like to know what's going to happen up ahead, you know. Like, for example, if I decided not to look into what was going to happen at basic training, I wouldn't know that there was a confidence course. I wouldn't know that there's a course for teamwork where it's basically you and maybe like your squad, right? Depending however many are in there. And you guys are supposed to make a bridge out of some wood and rope, and you're supposed to get a 55-gallon barrel across to the other side. And it's supposed to show the teamwork and the communication skills. That's the primary thing, the teamwork communication skills. But it's also supposed to show if you can get the barrel across or not. Because you are timed for this. You know, you are timed for this. So it's you against another squad, and whoever gets it there the fastest wins. Or whoever gets it there, period, over the other group wins, you know. What they're really going to look for is communication, because I saw some videos on YouTube where you have one group not communicating, but they're still trying to make a bridge, and no one's saying anything, but you got like one guy who's an engineer, one guy who's a mechanic, and another guy who's supposed to be a leader later on, and you got everyone else who are just following and listening. Nobody's communicating, and they're trying to make a bridge, and the bridge doesn't work because no one's actually saying things. They're just going ahead doing things and accepting the fact that there is somebody above them who they assume's above them who should know better than them, right? But that's not the way you're supposed to do things. Meanwhile, the other group, they're actually communicating, saying things like, hey, let's tie the rope here because this should make it stronger at this point, and then we can like lob the bridge over, and maybe it'll hit that one point, and motherfucker. Like, you guys hear this, right? You hear this. This is super fucking annoying. Like, I wish there was another way to fix this. Because all I end up doing is just moving the wires around, smacking it around. I don't know, it gets annoying.
You have 3 new messages.
Oh wow, and I don't even get sound now because apparently this is all messed up. Okay. Let me try and salvage what issues we have here. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to get the wires in their spot. Why exactly is it making that sound? That's the one thing I don't understand. Okay, because it's because of this wire. But fucking why? I don't get that. Okay, so that's like that. And then we got these fucking things. Oh, let's see. How do we... Yeah, but basically, you guys get what I'm trying to say for the military thing. You know, knowing things ahead of time is helpful. You know, it is helpful. Now, I don't want exactly people on the comments, if I even get any comments for that matter, to say, "Hey, don't worry about it. You did the hard part. You're good to go. You're in. You know, you just got to hang in there, and you're good, and all that." I mean, thanks for that. But the other thing is this: it's warrant officer training. It's not exactly a fucking joke. You know, it's not like, oh, if you can get past basic training, you can get past warrant officer training, because all it is just basic training on crack. I've been reading a lot online where people say like, oh yeah, you know, it's basically basic training on crack, but there's more to it than that. There's more classes, more emphasis on leadership and learning, but not as much as OCS. And then it's like, still don't think of it as a joke, because it is tough, but it's not as tough as you think it is. You know, people say like, oh, I made it past this. Just watch out for the land nav, because you got 4 points to find. And then there are others that says, oh, the land nav was a breeze. So then it becomes a thing where it's like you're going back and forth on people's opinions and not the actual facts. So then I know by then that I just want to know what happens ahead of time. It's like, okay, so there's a land nav course. All right, on my own, I'm going to go and find out what land nav is. I'm going to learn up on it. Oh, land nav is this. I used to do land nav when I was in the Scouts. So if it's similar to that, I just got to brush up on it. And I did. I went ahead and watched somebody's video online on land nav, and I think I got the gist of it, you know, the basic fundamentals of it. I even went over to the recruiting office, and then one of the guys said that, oh yeah, land nav, you know, it's like this. Here, let me show you. And he showed me, and then he was like, now I want you to show me what I just explained to you and what you already know. And I'll tell you if you got it good or not, you know. And he basically gave me some coordinates, and I was like, okay, so we're gonna start over here. We're gonna go over here. Here's this, and then from here to this. Here's the protractor, and you're gonna use this because it's a 1 to 50,000 scale. And then it's gonna be here to here. Here's that 1 point, and then you want me to go to this point. So then here's this. Here's the distance because I'm measuring on the protractor. I'm using the degrees instead of mils because I prefer degrees over mils, and it's gonna be in this direction. The declination is at this degrees, and okay, so this is where it's at. And he's like, oh my god, you got it good, you're good. I was like, oh, perfect. So, you know, you see what happens when you look ahead of time? That's what I'm trying to point out. That is what I'm trying to point out. Son of a bitch. What happened to this wire? Oh, man. I got people wanting to watch this video. Well, I don't even know if people really want to watch this video. I'm pretty sure it's probably like people will just watch to see like, oh, hey, it's this game, and then all of a sudden they get to this one point, and it's like, this motherfucker is talking about the military, nothing to do with this game. It's basically paused on this one screen while he's trying to fucking mess with some wires for audio speakers here. Son of a bitch. My bad, y'all. Now, I think for the physical training on the warrant officer thing, as long as you're doing what I'm doing, if you're also doing what I'm doing, that is, or if you're maybe interested in like, hey, you're doing the right thing, or hey, you're not doing the right thing, I might be on the right path, where basically I work out just about every day. I'll take a break on certain days. Running especially, that's the big thing. You have to be doing running and make that time better. I think if you're in the 7-minute range to the 5-minute range, you should be good. And me, I'm definitely in the 7 to 5-minute range. Even though I haven't hit the 5-minute range yet, I know I can get in the 6-minute range pretty well. I think it depends on the road I'm running on, in all honesty. And then on top of that, another thing is you have to have the right shoes and all that. I clearly don't have the right shoes. How do I know that? How can I tell you that? Well, every once in a while I get blisters. You remember that one time in one of the videos I mentioned that, oh yeah, I got a blood blister underneath one of my nails for my toes, right? The middle toe, or like, how can I say this? Like, it's the long toe basically next to the big toe. You know what I'm talking about? That toe. Well, I don't really have a nail there anymore. I mean, because I started clipping my toe there, and I didn't feel anything. And I was like, oh, okay, well, apparently I got to get rid of this. So I just kept cutting as far as I could go. And then, yeah, so I got, like, no nail there, if that makes sense. It'll grow back, that's for damn sure. Everything else, the blisters are pretty much not there anymore because I haven't... Again, I took a break for, like, a few days. Alright, how about you go hither, and let's not get shocked. Boop. Okay, we got that. Alright, now what about you? You look like you want to go in here. Oh, but it fucked up on me. And it fucked up on me again. Okay, you go. There we are. Okay, let's give that a try. Let's see what happens. Let's see.
We need a cab, see?
Alright, now I
We
got
got some
sound.
more cab rides we need to give in this.
I don't want that.
Granger's wheels had just been spotted, cowboy. They're parked up in Midtown. Call me if you want to make a mess of them.
Alright, we might do that mission. Oh, but yeah, I just really want to know what's gonna come up next, you know? So, like, yeah, there'll be an essay, 2 essays, 2 exams, or whatever. It's understandable if we get time to study for them, you know, especially if we're over there. But if I'm supposed to be doing it now, it's like, oh, how come no one didn't tell me anything? And it would kind of be kind of fucked up if, like, oh, you should have known this on your own. You're supposed to look up information. It's like, it's kind of messed up. But I doubt it's going to be anything like that. What I think it's going to be, especially since it's me as a civilian going in, is that, hey, just go to basic training. Get past that. After that, get to warrant officer training, get past that. They'll let you know what needs to be done at basic training and the process of, and when you get to warrant officer training, if you get past basic training, which, I mean, I hope I do, then there's warrant officer training. They'll let you know what needs to be done while you're going through it, and if you get past warrant officer training, which I hope I do, then there's flight training, and it's the same process, you know? So... how are you guys doing? You know, let's not talk about me. How are you guys doing, you know? Hey, Blinky Cap, you still watching my videos, man? I'm still watching yours, you know? good old Blinky.
Yeah, it's in my line. That's good, that's good. Then we're all set.
Alright. Excuse me. Clearly you guys can tell, like, I'm really passionate about the military. Really, it's all about, like, getting to know the other person in your group, you know, helping each other out and all that. You don't want to leave them out in the dust. Which I think is a big thing, a big emphasis for warrant officer training, you know. Everyone's there to help each other out because they know that it's going to be tough. And more so for warrant officer training because it's like you guys are trying to be officers. Everyone's going to eventually start leading the other person, you know. Oh my god, stop that. Oh god. Oh my god, get out of the way, you piece of shit. I thought the mission ended right there, that's why I stopped. And then all of a sudden I realized the car was still moving. I was like, wait a minute. Come on, I need a left turn at some point. Gotta get back over there. Capsy. I said Capsy. Cabby driver. Ah! I didn't hit him on purpose. No, you dick! Okay, so that was a thing right there, apparently. Look at all the cars. Oh god! This poor car. What is this bullshit? Lose the tail. You wrecked your car. Ah, and then they had to stop right there where I needed to go. Son of a bitch. I don't think that car should have been there. I told that cabbie, told that taxi cab to be there. Nobody. Well, sucks. Oh god. Almost hit that tree. Almost hit that tree. I hit that tree. Oh my god, get out of the way, you fucking assholes. Oh, that cat. Fucking cat. Get off of my dick. Oh, man. Oh, you piece of shit. Why did that happen? Seriously, why did that happen? Why? Get out of here. That guy was on the wrong side of the road there. Lose the tail. Come on. Get out of the way, you piece of shit. Alright. Let's save game. Because actually, I think I need a... I gotta go drive my dad somewhere. My father. My pops. Overwrite? Yes. Why would you ask me if I want to overwrite when I clicked on it? So, we'll go ahead and put that there. Save complete, press X. Alrighty, so we'll continue this Let's Play later on in the day. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this little brief segment of Driver. There'll be more to come. Because there are the other games I have been thinking about doing. Definitely Army Men World of War. That's one that everyone should, might enjoy. Because again, sometimes people's gameplay styles and tactics differ from everyone else's particular tastes and all that. But hey, we do what we do when we can. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, even though I did kind of went off on a tangent talking about the military and all that. So yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. You guys have yourselves a great day. I'm not kidding. You guys have yourselves a great day. Alright?